Hi gals and guys, Vetamore here, and we're about to get deep in Illuvium staking. As always, this channel is about Illuvium education, entertainment, and encouragement. I am not a financial advisor. There are two ways of staking on Illuvium.io, staking in the ILV token pool or staking in the SLP token pool. The purpose of this video is to assist in understanding all the benefits of staking, the risks involved in staking, and the differences between the two types of staking. In this video, I will not be explaining how to stake, as this has already been covered in a very detailed step-by-step video by Rarlord. The video you're watching right now is intended to be watched before staking to understand the pros and cons of staking, as well as the different types of staking available in Illuvium. If you'd like to know how to stake, the step-by-step video by Rarlord will be in the description below. Why stake at all? So there's currently two reasons for staking your ILV token. These two reasons are yield distribution and revenue distribution. 3 million out of the total possible 10 million ILV tokens are exclusively for yield distribution. That's 30% of all of the tokens out there being distributed. These tokens will be completely distributed by April 2024. The distribution began on April 2021. So after April 2024, staking in the Illuvium ecosystem will only earn you revenue distribution. The only way to receive yield distribution is by staking ILV token. This isn't strictly accurate, since there are also flash pools occasionally, and they are for promotional purposes to have token holders of different types of tokens be exposed to ILV. The rate at which all of these 3 million tokens distribute decreases by 3% every 2 weeks, which means the earlier you stake, the more yield distribution you will earn. All rewards earned through yield distribution are vested for 12 months. This means they are locked for 12 months, but the rewards themselves are also earning yield distribution, creating a compounding effect. Out of all of the yield distribution, 80% goes to the SLP pool, 20% goes to the ILV pool, and 2% occasionally goes to the flash pool when it's live. If you're staked in the Illuvium ecosystem, you will also receive revenue distribution. All revenue distribution is equally distributed amongst all of the staking pools. So unlike the yield distribution, which favors the SLP staking, the revenue distribution will be shared out equally amongst all pools. So what is revenue distribution? What it is that all the revenue earned from any Illuvium games will go to the vault. Any revenue earned from any merchandise, TV shows, movies, or any other way that Illuvium ever makes revenue, ever in its history, will all go to the vault, and 100% of what goes into the vault will at random intervals be purchasing ILV token from the market, and 100% of this ILV token purchased will be distributed amongst all of the staking pools. What if I own ILV token but do not stake it? Then your ILV token does not receive yield distribution or revenue distribution. The only increase to the value of your holdings is if the price of ILV increases, and the actual amount of ILV that you have will remain the same because you don't receive any extra through yield distribution or revenue distribution. Of course, if you buy more ILV, the amount you have will increase. Depending on the size of someone's investment, this may be the best option for some who choose to invest in Illuvium's future potential. When buying ILV token or staking, there are transaction fees involved. If you were to just buy ILV, the average cost will be around $19 to $38. When buying ILV and staking in the ILV pool, the average price will be around $55 to $110. And when buying ILV and staking in SLP pool, your average cost will be around $119 to $238. These values are based on 40 to 80 GWE and assume a $3,500 ETH price. There are also gas fees for claiming rewards once you are staked. So if you were staked in the ILV pool alone, claiming rewards would cost you $31 to $62. If you were staked in the SLP pool, claiming rewards would cost you $74 to $148 each time you claim. When staking, since there are gas fees, there is therefore a barrier to entry. Technically, you can stake any amount, however small, but it may not be profitable to do so. All of the prices on the screen right now assume that we're at 60 GWE and at $3,500 ETH price. Since these values fluctuate all the time, I have created a calculator that lets you know the exact value of every single type of transaction within the Illuvium ecosystem. I recommend using this calculator before buying ILV, staking, or claiming rewards so that you can calculate the exact cost before doing it. This way, you're fully aware of the decision you are making and transaction fees do not surprise you unexpectedly. There's a link to this calculator in the description below. I wouldn't particularly recommend staking if the transaction fees are more than 10% of your entire investment, and it is even better if the transaction fee is even less of your total investment. So if only 5% or less of your investment was going to be transaction fees, in that case, your minimum investment just to buy ILV would actually be $570. Your minimum investment to buy ILV and stake in the ILV pool would be $1,710. And your minimum investment to buy ILV and stake in the SLP pool would be $3,570. Of course, these numbers do decrease if you manage to get a lower gas price. Therefore, staking in SLP might not be worth it if you only want to invest $1,000, for example. If you'd like some more time to look at this chart, feel free to pause the video or take a screenshot. As of the 13th of September 2021, the APY on the two staking pools are: in the Illuvium pool, 72.89%, and in the Sushi Liquidity pool, 544.93%. However, any potential staker needs to be aware that as time goes by, this APY is decreasing. There are two reasons for this. One, the total amount of yield tokens being distributed decreases by 3% every 2 weeks. This decreases the amount of APY earned. Two, the more people that stake in a particular pool, the lower the APY goes. This is because the same amount of yield will be distributed. However, it will be distributed amongst more tokens, and therefore each individual token will receive slightly less. Also, the moment you stake your tokens, the APY at which you staked your tokens does not lock for your tokens. So as the APY changes, it changes for everyone staked in that pool. The APY that you earn is only from yield distribution. This means that any revenue distribution that you earn is actually additional and on top of anything you earn from this APY. Staking in the ILV pool. The pros are that it's a simpler choice, it's less risky, you gain the full value of any appreciation in ILV. The reason for this is that half of your stake in the SLP pool is actually made of Ethereum. So if the value of ILV went to the moon, only half of your SLP stake would go to the moon. Lower gas fees when compared to SLP staking. The cons are that there is a lower interest rate, there is less reward as it is less risky, and the APY is more likely to decrease over time as all of the yield distribution rewards claimed are automatically locked into this pool, constantly increasing the amount of ILV staked in this pool, potentially causing its APY to decrease at a faster rate than the SLP pool. Sushi Liquidity Pool staking. The pros are that there is much higher interest rates, claimed rewards go into another pool, not affecting this pool's size. You also earn a portion of the trading fees in the liquidity pool. These earnings are simply added to the value of your SLP, so you don't need to be claiming them in rewards or anything like that. This happens automatically. And currently, there's over 500% APY. The cons are that there's higher gas fees to invest in it. There's also higher gas fees when claiming the rewards. It's also more complicated to set up, as you not only need to buy ILV token, but you also need to then put half of your ILV token alongside half Ethereum into the Sushi Liquidity Pool and then receive an SLP token. And it's then that SLP token which you are actually staking. You are also exposed to impermanent loss. Now, if you'd like to understand what impermanent loss is, there's a link down below in the description explaining impermanent loss and general risk associated with DeFi liquidity pools. So if the APY is at 600%, you will actually get your initial investment back in 2 months in rewards. If the APY is up 500%, then it will take 2.4 months. If it's up 400%, it will be 3 months, 300%, 4 months, 200% 6 months, and 100% APY means you get your initial investment back in 12 months. And once these rewards are claimed, if they are claimed in ILV token, these rewards themselves are then also staked in the ILV pool and earn additional interest. When staking in either the ILV or the SLP pool, you have the option to stake either flexible or locked. When staking flexible, you can remove your staked tokens at any time if you choose, but you will earn only half as much as the maximum locked term. When staking locked, you cannot remove your staked tokens for the duration of that lock. You can choose to lock your tokens anywhere between 1 and 52 weeks. The longer you lock your tokens, the higher your token weight, up to 2, and the more APY you earn. Once your tokens unlock, they retain their token weight forever until you choose to unstake them. This means if you locked your tokens for a whole year and then they unlocked, you could still leave them staked and they'd still be earning double what somebody would be earning if they just staked in the flexible. The choice between the two options depends on you personally, your reasons for staking, your strategy when staking, and other factors that only you can determine. In future, I will be making a more in-depth video on different staking strategies. Should I claim ILV or sILV? The rewards you earn from staking can be claimed in one of two ways, either in ILV or in sILV. Each separate time you claim a reward, you can make a different choice. So if you've claimed ILV or sILV the first time you claim, the next time you claim, you can choose between them both again, and you always have this choice. It's never taken away from you. When you claim in ILV, your reward is itself staked in the ILV pool and locked for 12 months, earning rewards at a token weight of 2. This is called vesting. When you claim in sILV, your reward is immediately unlocked and usable. sILV is only usable within the Illuvium game or to buy land sales, and when it is used, has the same value as ILV token. The ILV token, however, cannot be used in the game or in the land sales. If you do claim your reward in sILV, however, the sILV cannot be staked. Only ILV can be staked to earn yield or revenue distribution. My next video will be a more in-depth analysis on whether it is better to claim ILV or sILV. Additional education on why to stake. Ultimately, you aren't just staking because you're earning interest on your stakes. You're staking because you believe in the future of Illuvium and the ILV token and wish to be a part of that success. I recommend watching my video on the tokenomics of Illuvium, where I take a deep dive into the fundamentals and mechanics behind the ILV token so that you have a better understanding of what you are investing in if you choose to invest. This can be found in the description below. If you have decided to stake in the ILV or in the SLP pool, here are some tips and things to consider. Firstly, you should definitely watch that how to stake guide that will be in the description below. Ralord made a very good video there. Secondly, before you stake, if you have any further questions or concerns, please join the Illuvium Discord if you haven't already. The link is in the description, and any questions about staking, ask them on the staking channel. Finally, once you've staked, you will be able to claim rewards. However, it isn't clear as to how often you should claim rewards. I have linked in the description a simple calculator to play around with different frequencies of claiming to help you get an idea of the right time to claim for you personally. There is also a more complex calculator for those who would like one, and it's pinned in the Illuvium Discord channel for staking. It's been created by Daraji, and it is a very good calculator. Once again, guys, join the community. I thoroughly recommend the Illuvium Discord. The community is very friendly and always happy to answer any questions. The link for the Discord will always be found in the description of every one of my videos. If you'd like more in-depth content, subscribe to this channel. To support the channel, leave a like on this video. And finally, crypto donations are accepted at vetamore.eth. I'm Vetamore, you're the future, and I'll see you there.